Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day because we are getting to take a look at a brand new Monster High doll. So this is Clawdeen from the Haute Couture collection. I already have her out of her box. I needed to see what she looked like. I wasn't expecting this doll until the 30th, and today is the 27th. So 3 days early. I'm shocked, I'm gagged. I was not expecting her, so this is very exciting. You can see that she's out and about. There was a plastic piece covering her box, but like nothing was securing it, so it just kind of slid out. But this is what the boxes look like. So it's two separate pieces. This is the front. It has little decorations here. We see her skullet and the moon and the, all sorts of little symbols. MH Haute Couture. This is textured. And then we have this little slot right here that holds our diary. Ooh, this looks cool. And this diary, it feels thick, binded. Whoa. Oh, that's because it's not like the paper material it usually is. It's almost like a folder you buy for school that feels kind of plasticky. That's what it feels like. And we have a full diary here. So exciting. I've already read it, but it's so exciting. And then this is our main event here. We have this lovely coffin packaging that I can't get on. Here we go. There we go. And it looks like a quilted pattern on the inside. And then this is the back of the box. And this part just kind of slides out so you can get to your doll. So yeah, let's get her out of the box and we will talk more in depth. Oh, I wanted to show this, the barcode. This doll was made in Indonesia in 2021. This product is intended for adult collectors and not intended for children under 14 years of age. I think the box design is really luxe feeling this time around, which is nice for a collector doll. So yeah, let's get her out. All right, everyone, we are back. This bottom piece irritates me. Clawdeen is out of the box. We also have the original Clawdeen over there, so we can do some comparing and contrasting in a minute. But let's start with what she comes with. She comes with this Monster High brush that's very reflective. You can see me in it. It's coming off kind of dark on camera, but it's really much more of a lighter purple in person. We also get a Monster High stand, the classic moment there. We have the metallic purple base, a clear pole with a clear stand clip. Interestingly enough, it is the original style of stands where the back of the pole is flat. And like on the later releases, it has the added like part. I don't know what, like the piece, it's like raised up. And it actually does change the stand clips to have the 4 corners instead of just 3 like the original ones does. So I thought that was interesting. And kind of, I don't know, I don't think the Skeletor dolls had that stand. I don't remember. I'll have to look later, but yeah. Anyways, we also get the diary like I mentioned earlier. Clawdeen Wolf, just because it's the last diary doesn't mean you can read it. And we have a Haute Couture certificate of authenticity. This certifies your Monster High Haute Couture Clawdeen Wolf doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. And we have the signature of the designer, who is Glinda Chu. I don't know if I said that last name right, so I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But I think it is important to note that Glinda is the one who designed this doll. There's been a lot of people tagging Garrett, as much as we all love Garrett and wish he did work on these dolls. It is important to note that he did not design them and that Glinda is the designer of Clawdeen specifically. So on the back of that little, of our certificate of authenticity, we have this little blurb that I'm going to read in the worst Clawdeen accent ever, because I was trying to read it earlier in my regular voice and it felt so wrong. So we're gonna try. It's gonna be terrible, but you know what? We're gonna get through it. Let me. Hey ghoul, we've got so much to catch up on, including that outfit choice, but we'll talk about that later. Oh my gosh. It's coming off as British. I've been watching too many British. Okay. Furiously, it's been like 120 full moons or so since we last fanged out. Of course, I'm still the fiercest fashionista to creep the halls of Monster High. Doesn't this clawsome look just make you want to scream? Clawdeen, my arch fashion rival, is going to completely unravel when she sees this ferocious jacket paired with this leather skirt and howling open-toe heels. It's a stroke of fashion genius. Can't wait to see how many screeches I get on my blog when the ghouls see this freaky flab look. Always a scream catching up with you. Now, can we talk about those shoes? Clawdeen Wolf. That was terrible. I'm so sorry that anybody had to sit through that. But it only feels right. It feels wrong to read it in a regular voice. It don't feel right. But let's get into our doll. So we're going to start with this gorgeous, gorgeous face. So, if I can get this to work for me. And get some better lighting. There we go. This is a brand new screening for our ghoul Clawdeen. Here is the original to compare. So this isn't the original. This is actually the, like, I don't know if this is original ghouls or original favorites, but there's something on her face. I ordered this one thinking she was the original because in the picture she had the original screening and she had human hands, but I digress. So, as you can see, there is a lot more detail in the eyes. Obviously, we have some false lashes going on, some more detailed brows. The lips look about the same. I do have to say, when I first saw this doll, I was a little disappointed. She looks so soft. I think she's really gorgeous, but I was hoping for a more fierce look for Clawdeen, personally. But, yeah, that's just me. Now, let's move on to her face, specifically her, and not comparing. It looks like these dolls have a very slight shimmer effect on their skin. I don't get that same... At least, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there is not. Her face looks more textured, which could just be, like, new screening methods. I'm not sure, but I could also be completely crazy in making that up. But anyways, looking at her eyeshadow, we have a nude lid with a purple crease that extends to the bottom of her face. Her eyelashes, mine, like, right here looks a little, like, rounded, and I think it's supposed to be more pointy, but she has tons of bottom eyelashes. We have the signature yellow eyes with the addition of a streak for her eye shines. We can see that her eyebrows are much thicker than they usually are. They're shaped about the same. Well, not really. They're a little less arched this time around, and they are more thicker, and we see some brow strokes in there. Of course, these dolls are made with the UV method, I believe. I know, or at least the eyebrows, because you can see, like, the pixels in the eyebrows, but the eyes? Honestly, the eyes look pretty... I don't know. Well, oh, there's a little bit of pixelation towards the end. Maybe the eyes are UV as well. This Clawdeen also has a much more defined... what's the word? Eyeliner? Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties. Her eyeliner wing is much more defined. We have a much sharper angle there. And, of course, we have the false lashes. Personally, I could have done without these lashes, as I don't like rooted eyelashes on my dolls. I prefer, like, if we're going to do real eyelashes, they need to be applied. Especially, well, these ones look a little bit better than the most of them I've seen, but there's, like, literal, just, like, 4 plugs of eyelash, and it looks kind of funny up close. The lips are a light purple. There looks to be very slight lining to them. Like, I can't really see it now that it's on camera, but in person, it looked like the lips were a little bit lined. You can kind of see right there on the bottom, but it's, like, very, very subtle. They're very gorgeous. This makeup palette reminds me a lot of a Dead Tired Clawdeen, the original one. And yeah, it's really pretty. Very pretty. Now we can see her accessories. She has a black headband with some painted golden studs. Let's see if mine's bald underneath it. Nope, she's not, thank goodness. And then she has some electroplated gold earrings, her little classic hoop on this side. And we have a purple stud towards the top right here. I don't know why those aren't electroplated. I think that would have looked better. But yeah, that looks like a new sculpt too. We've never seen that before, so that's interesting. Her hair is gorgeous, so it is saran, thank the Lord. I was so worried these dolls were gonna have polypropylene, because Mattel has been using polypropylene for everything as of late. Honestly, I think the only doll company that's been using saran, like, consistently as of 2020, 2019-ish was, or is, Integrity Toys. I think saran is kind of dying out. I don't think companies are, like, the doll hair factories are producing it as much. I mean, I could be crazy, but that's just my thoughts and my guess, because we haven't seen it, like, literally in so long, and we only see it on a very few select dolls. Interestingly enough, some of the Barbie Extra minis have it, so that's crazy. But we have a dark brown on top, and underneath we have a pink hair color. It reminds me of early Nicki Minaj, honestly. Somebody pointed that out the other day on Twitter, and I was like, oh, you know what? I see it. And now I enjoy it a lot more now that I have heard that reference. Because at first I was like, why do they have pink in Clawdeen's hair? That's so weird. But it's cute. The curls are done very nicely. There is no product in this hair. It is insanely soft for being curled. It feels great. The rooting on mine appears to be, let's see if we can get in there, nice and consistent and fully rooted. It doesn't feel super thick. It feels nice. And we have a side part right here. And yeah, very beautiful hair overall. Very excited about her hair being so nice, because so worried for the longest time. So Clawdeen comes wearing a giant purple fur coat. This has lots of different shades of purple. I say lots, there's 3 or 2. We have a dark purple, light purple, and a dark purple on the bottom. It is lined with a green fabric. Everything looks to be nice and done well. And yeah, it's very, very puffy. We are going to take it off of her though, because I want to look at the other outfit a little bit better. Okay, so let's get it off. See, these dolls function like the originals, but they have new pegs, so it is a much more secure and sturdy peg like the reboot dolls had. So it's interesting to see elements from the reboot dolls carry themselves over into our new collector dolls. So Clawdeen has a golden chain necklace. This is in plastic. It is a little shiny. I understand why it's not electroplated, because it needs to be kind of malleable to lay right. But it would have been nice to have some form of electroplated necklace. And then we have a black choker piece that is missing some paint, it appears, with gold studs. And we have the overshirt, which is a black mesh, some gold trimming to line it out, and that uses Velcro in the back. And underneath that, we have another top that we can't get to. Let's see if we can get to it, which is just a, you know, this is like a standard Mattel fabric, like their little cotton fabric with some animal print that looks like her original top. And we have some scratches in it, and we can see in the back that it also uses Velcro, and it has some green ribbon straps. And then we have her skirt, which is a high-waisted pleather skirt. It's cute. It's not like my favorite piece ever, but I do like the reference to the original. I kind of wanted to see Clawdeen in pants, to be honest with you. I just feel like everybody got a skirt, and it would have been nice to have like the silhouettes changed a bit. But this is nicely made. It's a pleather material. We have some gold studs going all around it. And then we have a layer of black tulle mesh underneath of it to puff it out. We have pleats on the bottom. It looks nice. On this arm, we have a giant bracelet that looks, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's like a purse, but it's a spiked bracelet thing here. And then the charm with a Monster High logo in it, and that's electroplated in gold. And on this hand, we have a ring that you can't really tell, but I think it says Monster on it. It says Monster. It's electroplated. It's really large, and it goes on her hand like that. And we have her purse right here that has a real chain for a handle, and then it is solid plastic for the rest of it, and it looks like her original jacket, which is really nice. It's really cool reference, the Moschino, and then of course we have the reference to the original, and so that's cute. And then we have her socks here that are a mesh lace type of thing going on. They're already falling down. They look really cute. I like them, but I don't know. I don't really care for the socks with the outfit. Maybe if it was a full fishnet moment. The socks feel just kind of random to me. And then we have this open toe boot that is solid black with some gold accents. Super cute shoes. You can see all the different detailings on the sculpt. We have a crescent moon. Super cute. There is a little bit of weird things going on with the seams in her thighs, unfortunately. They're very pronounced. Usually this type of stuff doesn't bother me, but on her specifically, it just looks a little funny. But yeah, that is Clawdeen. So let's get her back in her coat and do our little final thoughts, shall we? Alright guys, so that has been Haute Couture Clawdeen. Let me know what you guys think of her in the comments below. Were you able to snag her, etc, etc. So this doll was $75 on the Mattel Creations website. She was up for a day or two, I think. She was up longer than Frankie for sure. Overall, I'm happy with her. I do have to say she's probably my least favorite of the 3 we have seen so far. That could either change or stay the same once we see Laguna and Cleo. You know, you never know. I feel like her design feels a little hodgepodgey compared to the other 2. The other 2 have a very, like, clear and consistent vision, and for me, Claudin's is a little all over the place. But she's still nice. I enjoy her still. There's a lot more things I would have changed on her than I would have changed on the other 2. But I'm happy with her. I think any longtime Monster High fan will be happy with her. Maybe we just, you know, we could just be desperate for dolls from Monster High. You know how it is. But it is a very special feeling to have a new Monster High doll in my hands that's not a, like, Collector doll that is, you know, one of our ghouls. And it's really crazy and it feels great. And I'm so excited that Monster High is coming back, and I can't wait to see what they continue to do. Monster High was really the catalyst for my doll collecting, and it helped me through a lot of my harder years as a child. So I'm excited. I'm probably gonna love everything regardless, just because I hold such a sentimental, like, have such an emotional attachment and have such sentimental value with Monster High. So yeah, sorry if any of my reviews seem skewed, but I'm gonna try to keep it, you know, 100 and keep it real. I think $75 was really high for this line. I think 60 or 50 would have been much better. I don't understand why Collector is cheaper with licensing fees and whatnot. I think the doll's face definitely reads Collector. It's a lot more detailed than what we usually get, but everything else we have definitely seen on the lower price dolls. But we do have to keep in mind that for Mattel standards, this is, like, Mattel standards as of 2022, this is pretty high quality. So, and Mattel pricing for collector dolls has always been pretty skewed, in my opinion. Like, they've been a little too expensive to begin with. They should probably, you know, sort that out. But anyways, overall, I'm happy. Did I shell too much money? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? You gotta do things to make you happy, and I'm happy. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you're still here, make sure to follow my socials. And comment, rate, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.